All right, we're back with episode 2 of the Wrestle Charf. We're doing the greatest Royal Rumble predictions.
What's going on, guys? Steve and Vince here.
All right, so same as last time, we're going to guess or who we think's going to win the matches. And we also got Kevin's answers here because he couldn't make it. But so the first match on our list is the Cruiserweight Championship match. But we don't know who Cedric's going to be defending against.
Should we give a point for guessing to see who it is, too, also? Or no, are we not going to do that like we did for Braun's partner last time?
Well, but the thing is, we'll know tonight who he's going to be fighting.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're releasing it tonight. My bad. Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
So it's Cedric versus, I think, Gulak's in that match. Mustafa Ali. Not sure who else. Probably... Who else is even on the roster? I mean, I know, but I'm not trying. I'm trying to think of who would possibly be in that match. Like Jack Gallagher, maybe Brian Kendrick.
You still a thing?
Yeah, he just came back from his injury, or Hideo Itami blew his face up.
Oh, okay.
So it'll probably be Mustafa Ali, though. So who do you got?
I think Cedric's going to retain it.
Okay. I gotta figure out. I gotta take note of this. I also think Cedric's going to win pretty much no matter who he faces.
Cedric's just too hot right now.
Well, he just won the title, so it would be kind of stupid to take him off about 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that would really diminish the value of their title. And they kind of are at a point where they need to establish that show and all that.
I think, if anything, Cedric will probably lose it at Backlash. Because Greatest Royal Rumble is a big deal, but Backlash is an actual pay-per-view. Alright, so next we got the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Bludgeon Brothers are going to win it again, and it's probably going to be another squash match.
Yeah, they just won those at WrestleMania 2, so they're probably not going to lose them this soon.
Hell no.
Matt and Bray versus The Bar for the Raw Tag Team titles.
For the Raw? I thought they went to SmackDown, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they did go to SmackDown.
So, obviously, Matt and Bray are going to win that.
Yeah, most likely. The only thing they could really do, which would be stupid, is have The Bar win the Raw Tag Team titles, but then, like... Well, I guess it wouldn't make sense, because neither the Bludgeon Brothers or Usos are supposed to be going to Raw.
Hey, so talking about tag team titles real quick, do you think that it would be silly for them to branch out and maybe do like a women's tag team championship?
I've actually been hearing a lot about that lately.
Or also, WCW did this a while back when WCW was still a thing. I think it was more towards the end when they were starting to die, and they were working on their cruiserweight titles, and they had a cruiserweight tag team champion. Do you think 205 Live should do that too?
I've also been hearing that too. I would think it would make sense because they got the same thing with the women. They only have both shows only have one belt to fight for, but there's many women. Same thing in the cruiserweights.
Yeah,
also,
it definitely does not give them a lot of time to shine.
Yeah, they've also been doing they've been doing like the Lucha House Party, and then Hideo and Akira have been basically teaming up.
Yeah, I think that definitely gives some depth to 205 Live. Not that I really keep up with it, though.
I don't know, I think it would make sense. Like, especially because Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick have been a team for a while. And I'm sure you can make more teams. Also bring people in. Like, they have... I don't know if TM61 is under 205 or not, or 205. But if they are, they can fit in there just fine. But they're pretty much good enough to be on main roster.
Oh, TM61?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. Seen them in that Dusty Rhodes Classic tournament. They were pretty good.
Alright, next match got Rusev versus The Undertaker in a casket match.
This is kind of a hard choice here. I feel like because that squash match against John Cena, and I know I keep saying squash matches a lot here, but he beat the hell out of him in less time than it took his goddamn entrance. to expire, but I feel like it'd be stupid to have him lose after that match, because that would just mean that like that whole match with John Cena and everything was fruitless and it was without effort. And honestly, I think it'd be a slap in the face for Rusev if it went down like it did with John Cena. But I don't know. I don't really know who's gonna win.
I don't know if it would go down the same as it went with John Cena, but
I don't know if Undertaker's got it in him for another good match, though. I think that's why they kept it short and sweet.
yeah, you're probably right.
And also, I personally think that would hurt Rusev's look and career a lot with him losing to the Undertaker like that.
I don't think it would hurt losing to the Undertaker, but if it was someone else, probably. Undertaker is a big enough name where it won't hurt.
I don't know. And also this is just a hard choice because like, come on, it's Rusev. It's Rusev Day. The crowd loves him. Everybody's cheering for him.
Well, who you got?
I'm gonna roll the dice and I'm gonna go with Rusev on this one.
I'm gonna go with Rusev too, just to. I'm not even giving Kevin. So
We'll do it at the end. We'll just tell everybody our choices at the end.
I'll just do it.
Yeah.
So we all chose Cedric. We all chose the Bludgeon Brothers. We all chose Matt and Bray. And me and Steve chose Rusev, which is probably a mistake.
Kev went with Undertaker on that one?
With Undertaker. But this next match, I think Kev made a mistake. It's Triple H versus John Cena. Who you got?
Not John Cena, I'm sorry, Triple H.
Yeah, Kevin went with Cena, which I think was a mistake. Also, I forgot to mention that when I was getting these answers from Kevin, when I asked him about who was going to win the Matt Hardy match, he said his answer was delete. So that's how he gave me his answer. Also, he said Undertaker, no way they're going to have him losing a casket match. Where was I? Yeah, he went with John Cena, which I think is stupid.
Yeah, Triple H is not going to lose.
Triple H beat Jinder Mahal in India, so I don't think he's going to lose to John Cena in Saudi Arabia. Not that matters. Not like John Cena's from Saudi Arabia, but Cena's been losing every match lately. Besides, I think the last match he won was when he beat AJ Styles to enter that Fastlane match. But before that, I don't remember the last time he won anything.
Yeah, and it's just Triple H. Like, come on, Triple H isn't going to take an L. He wrestles once every so often. There's no way he's going to want to tarnish his name and all that.
I agree. But he did lose at WrestleMania, so.
True. I also hope that it's a goddamn good match and a better one than fucking the one he had with Undertaker or John Cena.
Alright, so next is the four-way ladder match for the Intercontinental title. It's Seth Rollins defending against Finn Balor, The Miz, and Samoa Joe. Miz and Samoa Joe both went to SmackDown.
So,
but
I think Seth's gonna retain it.
I'm gonna go. Kevin also went with Seth, but I'm gonna go with The Miz because I think that they're switching the titles on the brand, but they're not doing it the way.
Fuck, that could be true.
Well, you already said your answer.
I know. I'm not changing now. I just didn't think about that because I forgot that Jeff and Jinder have that match.
But the next match is that rematch is Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal for the United States title. Kevin went with Jeff, which would leave the United States title on SmackDown. But I'm going to go with Jinder taking that title to Raw.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with you on that one and have it be Jinder too.
Yeah, the reason I think that they're going to switch the titles is because they put Miz on SmackDown, and The Miz is only like 55 days or so away from breaking the record for cumulative days as IC champion. So technically even Samoa Joe could win and bring the title to SmackDown.
He's not going to win though, because I feel like I'll hold off and get into that later.
Well, Joe also has the match with Reigns at Backlash.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I feel like they're going to give him a push for main event now. As long as he doesn't fucking disable somebody else like he did Tyson Kidd.
Well, that was 3 years ago.
I know, I'm just fucking around.
All right.
Had to take a shot.
Next is the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles defending against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Who you got with this one, Vinny?
I'm probably going to go with AJ retaining.
Yes, same here.
That means Kevin also has AJ winning.
They haven't given it enough time for Shinsuke's heel turn to work yet.
The only way it would work now is if someone helps him win, but I don't know who would that even be.
Fucking no clue.
And that's pretty much all I have to say about that match. And then we got Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar in a cage match for the Universal Championship match, the title. I think Kevin's got Reigns winning. I don't think Reigns is going to win yet.
I think Brock's going to retain, beat the shit out of Reigns, like always. And this is just going to start Reigns' heel turn. He's going to start hating everything in life itself.
I think depending on how they do it, they have to do something more than just what they did at WrestleMania. What they did at WrestleMania, looking back, makes sense for the most part because Brock re-signed and
just kind of left Reigns feeling cheated somewhat, but it was.
But Reigns needs to do more than just get beat up. Like he beats up Brock Lesnar too, but this match, it's in a cage. He needs to show more aggression to Brock Lesnar and beat him up himself.
Yeah, and use his surroundings a little bit. Like, I want to see him throwing Brock into the fucking cage here.
I think if Brock wins, he should win by escaping the cage.
Yeah, do they still do the rules where it's escape only, or can you get a pinfall or something?
It depends on the match. Like, sometimes it's different.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure you can escape the cage in this one.
Okay.
That's how Brock should win. Roman should, like, actually start showing aggression, and then Brock should run away and, like, maybe hit an F5 and then, like, just run out of the cage.
Yeah. I can see it going down like that, definitely.
Alright. Finally, the largest Royal Rumble in history. 50 men. For this one, we're all going to pick 3 people we think are going to win, just so it's a little more likely we get a right answer.
Shoot Kevin's 3 out there right now for us.
Kevin chose Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, or Elias, which are 3 pretty good picks.
Fuck. I know that this probably is very unlikely to happen, but I'm going to have to go with Bobby Roode for one. He just got moved to Raw, and, Raw's the main show, so they might be hyping him up for a push pretty soon here.
I'm not sure who I would pick for any of them. Like, Daniel Bryan's a good choice.
Also, I might go with him, too, because he did just come back, and, yes. You guys can't see it, but I was doing the yes chant with it. All right, I'm a loser, we know.
Yeah, I don't know. Bobby Roode, I mean, anyone they have, I know they have Great Khali's announced for it.
Who?
Great Khali.
Why?
I don't know, it's in a different country.
Fuck, I hated that guy.
Well, they have 50 people. They gotta get some people.
Yeah, they do have to fill some spots because there's not 50 people on that fucking roster that they could use.
There'll probably be some NXT guys in it.
Wouldn't that be crazy if an NXT guy just won it?
I want to see Cassius Ohno in it. I think that'd be really cool.
You mean
I'm surprised he didn't get called up to Maine when they did the call-ups.
I don't know why they haven't brought him up, honestly. He's phenomenal.
He might be filling like the Dolph Ziggler type role where he's just the new guy who comes in and wrestles him, which would make sense because he's really good.
Dolph Ziggler, man. When are they going to do something with that guy? I know they're got him with Drew McNitre or whatever his name is for the tag team, but...
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard you say.
Huh?
That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
What?
Why you just pronounced his name?
How do you pronounce it?
McIntyre?
I'm thinking of 2 different people here, sorry.
Alright. I think we're all choosing Daniel Bryan. Kevin's choices are really good. But I don't want us to all go with the same 3.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you got Bobby Roode. Bobby Lashley could win.
I was thinking that, but I don't want to throw it out there just yet because I'm still thinking this over. Kind of put me on the spot here. I didn't really think about this all, more because I just found out about the matches right now.
Daniel Bryan. Trying to think what else they have announced already. I mean, that doesn't really mean anything. I think Chris Jericho is going to be in it. Rey Mysterio is going to be in it.
Yeah, but they're not going to win it. Although that'd be wild if Chris Jericho won it. Love me some Chris Jericho. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Strowman, or I'm gonna go with a wild guess. I'm gonna say Reigns might win it because if he loses the match, then yes, he can enter it.
Very true. I guess I'll go with Bobby Lashley for my third pick. Him and that headband.
My phone autocorrected that to Langley.
I don't know who the fuck that is, but kindly tell your phone to fuck off.
I'm gonna go with Elias as my third. Alright, so let's go a quick recap of all of our choices. We all choose Cedric to win, no matter who he's facing. We all chose the Bludgeon Brothers to win. We all chose Matt and Bray to win. Kevin chose Undertaker to win the casket match. We both chose Rusev. Kevin chose Cena to win against Triple H, but we both chose Triple H. You and Kevin both chose Seth to win the ladder match. I chose Miz. Kevin chose Jeff to win the U.S. title. We both chose Jinder. We all chose AJ to win. Me and you chose Brock to win against Reigns. Kevin chose Reigns. And then our picks for the Royal Rumble, Kevin's got Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, or Elias. Steve's got Bobby Roode, Daniel Bryan, or Langley.
Langley, yes. Also, sorry, you're not done yet, are you?
Well, and I chose Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, or Elias.
So, do you want to do the challenge thing now? The punishment now? We can...
Like, choose which one's going to be?
Yeah, we can get that out of the way and have it on here so we already know which one it is and let them know.
Sure. Why not? So, I got a random number generator. It's going to choose a number between 1 and 20 because that's how many we have. And I'm going to press it a couple times just to get a good number. And then whichever one it corresponds with our list. Well, actually, let me go through the list of punishments or possibilities. Just because we only went in like 18 minutes, so we kill some time.
Yeah, we suck. We got to learn to talk more.
Alright, so we have 20 different possibilities. 1, extremely hot sauce. 2, you got to get chopped. 1 good chop from each other participant. 3, a decently hard ball tap. 4, you got to put 10 warheads in your mouth.
Or as many as you could fix. I don't think my mouth's big enough for 10.
Not that big. Or 5, you have to walk on some Legos barefoot. 6, you got to get your finger in a mousetrap. 7, you got to get a wax strip on a hairy part of your body. 8, a banana dipped in cheese for some reason. That was Steve's idea.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
9, a souffle surprise, which we don't know what that is. 10, guacamole and chocolate. 11, eat a cigarette butt. 12, do the ice bucket challenge. 13, drink apple cider vinegar. 14, cinnamon challenge, no water for 2 minutes.
Somebody might die.
15, Tide Pod challenge. 16,
I didn't think you were being serious with that one.
16, smoke catnip. 17, shit sandwich. 18, you gotta get some of those Bean Boozled jelly beans. My phone corrected that to Bean Boozed.
Being boozed?
19, eat some baby food.
Baby food's not that bad, though.
Well, I better hope there's that one. And 20, a meatball made up of random shit, I guess. I don't know. What did he say it had to be?
Yeah, 20 was my little nephew's idea. I asked him. He said to make a meatball, get things like bugs and other kind of gross stuff, and put it in there.
All right, so let's see which one it's going to be. Random number, let's type it a bunch. It'll be number 16, which was smoked catnip.
Smoked catnip, alright. I have cats and I also have catnip. So we got that covered.
So what we're about to do here is we're going to watch the first episode of Nitro from 2000, or the first one of 2000, which was January 3rd, 2000. And we're going to watch it along, and we're going to make fucking jokes about it, because it's probably garbage.
We're not comedians, though, so don't blame us if we suck.
Right now, we got a little tap-out ad, which every time I see this, I think it's a shitty ad, because it's just a bunch of grunting.
Yeah, it's all of them just working out, and, totally not wanting me to get tap out, because I'm a guy who likes to eat pizza, drink beers, and not work out.
I just don't understand why they're always grunting. Right now,
they're lifting weights.
The disclaimer that says that these are fictional characters.
Yeah, they were just working out. It's not like they were, doing anything.
Got a little WCW logo. This is their 99 to when they closed logo, which you can't even tell says WCW. Scott Steiner's crying right now. I don't really know why. This looks like a recap. Looks like probably from the week before Thunder.
Hey, they didn't do the math, though. And if you do the math, Scott Steiner always comes out on top, though.
Yeah, this looks like a recap from the week before, where Scott Steiner... I mean, it looks real. I don't know what it's about, though. I don't remember anything about that. This is before I was watching, though. When I was a young boy. This was around NWO 2000 time.
Yeah, because
Scott Steiner was faking that injury the whole time.
he's got a girdie on, looking like a baby.
Well, he has a back brace on. He just joined the NWO 2000. NWO 2000 was the very garbage because NWO was very past their popularity at this point. They had a logo that was a little bit silver instead of the normal black and white one.
I honestly forgot that this was even a thing.
They're running over a car with a monster truck. For some reason, WCW liked to use monster trucks.
And it barely did anything to that car.
Now we're back. Now we're to the actual episode without a recap, and a private jet just pulled up with a WCW logo on it.
It's probably Ted Turner.
No, Ted Turner, I don't think ever made any appearances on that show.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around here, buddy.
Okay.
Fuck Ted Turner, though.
The thing about Ted Turner, though, he's actually from what I can tell, he's actually a really good guy. But, very southern, if you know what I mean.
This opening, though, you got cheerleaders dancing in front of a green screen that's just showing WCW.
Yeah,
and you can't see the green screen, of course, but...
Yeah, this was the theme that they started using once they changed their stage. Their stage was just a big WCW logo at this point. And their theme was really stupid.
It's a brand new year! It's a brand new century! Welcome to WCW 2000! As we begin the year 2000, hopefully off on the right foot for World Championship.
So this is 2 days after everyone thought the world was going to end.
Hey, Y2J, right? I mean, K, right?
Yeah, Chris Jericho had been with WWF for 4 months at this point. This would have been when Chris Jericho was in his feud with China.
Goddamn China. Always beating the shit out of guys.
You're too far this way. Not gonna hear you.
Oh, my bad.
So they got a tournament bracket up. Buzzkill and Rotundo. Harris Boys, PG-13, and Nash and Steiner are the ones who advance. Lash LaRoe, Midnight, I'm not sure who that is. D Flair, which is David Flair, Crowbar, Smiley, and Asia. Asia was a China knockoff that they did. CCK, I'm not sure who that's supposed to be, and then Buff Bagwell. I don't know what that term. I don't know, just some Chinese woman, I think. Actually, I think she was black. Let me check on it. Buzzkill. That's actually That's supposed to be a Road Dog. That's supposed to be a Road Dog knockoff, and that's actually Road Dog's brother.
What the fuck is this? This guy is posting a "Make Love Not War" sign.
So Buzzkill is kind of a precursor to CJ Parker, if you remember CJ Parker.
I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really remember CJ Parker. I might.
The only thing CJ Parker was in NXT for a little bit. He was Kevin Owens' first opponent. Mike Rotundo and Kevin Sullivan, and Mike Rotundo is IRS, who is the father of Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas. I can't find anything about Asia and WCW. This is what comes up.
A bunch of weird.
I don't know if I spelled Asia right though.
AYSA?
Oh, is Asa?
Yeah. SA, huh? Get it?
Oh, Asia was a white woman.
Wasn't it Nicole Bass or no?
No, Nicole Bass was always Nicole Bass. Nicole Bass is dead.
RIP.
That's Asia.
Okay. They got a little skimpy Chinese girl out here dancing around on a trampoline, looking very nice. But I don't understand what it has to do with the anything here.
Well, she's supposed to be a cheerleader because Mike Rotundo and Kevin Sullivan are the varsity club because they were amateur athletes. But at this point, they're probably 45.
They sure look like it.
They don't deserve to wear the color orange.
Well, Kevin Sullivan is 68 now, so he would have been 50 when this happened.
God damn.
And Mike Rotundo is 60, so he would have been 32.
I mean, that's not bad, but the other guy being 50s, I guess also not bad as long as you can move.
That's Finley right there. And Haku, well, is Meng there.
Fucking Finley, man. I remember when he used to be in WWE with that shillelagh he used to come down to the fucking ring with and always club people.
And the Harris boys, they are real life neo-Nazis.
Why the fuck would WCW promote them? Or not promote them, get them. Probably didn't know about it. Or maybe they did.
Yeah, they're very shitty. But I think the only reason they really had jobs was because they were friends with Jeff Jarrett.
Why is Jeff Jarrett friends with neo-Nazis?
I don't know, because they're from the South just like him or something.
Don't tell me Jeff Jarrett's a racist.
No. Jeff Jarrett's a good guy.
That's what I always like to believe. I love Jeff Jarrett. It always makes me think of the pecan or the walnuts.
I want to know why this Buzzkill guy is teaming up with Mike Rotundo instead of Kevin Sullivan.
Is Kevin Sullivan the guy that's 50?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
But I don't see how Buzzkill fits into this at all.
Who knows?
I might be wrong, but I think this guy is dead now.
Who, Buzzkill?
Yeah. I can't remember which Armstrong he is. Yeah, he is. He's dead. Brad Armstrong. Actually, because a lot of people say he's a really good wrestler, but he never got the chances that Road Road Dogg did.
Whoa, you got some people beating up, not beating up, but taking this fucking girl at ringside array.
That was Stacy Keibler, formerly known here as Miss Hancock.
Miss Hancock. Man, they're just leaving the poor old Buzzkill in the ring to himself to get destroyed. Yeah, I guess that was a Buzzkill. Get it?
Yeah. But I guess Miss Hancock really wasn't in WCW very long. Because I guess that was her debut. And WCW would only be around for about a year and a half. Not even after this.
Just kick Buzzsaw. What's going on here? Or Buzzkill. Fucking Harris boys, man.
I don't think this team was together much longer. Because I remember eventually Mark Madden and this guy Scott something were the commentary team, and they were real shitty. I can't remember the Scott guy's last name though.
I don't know. Me neither.
Scott Hudson was his name.
Don't two of those guys go to TNA after this?
Well, Mike Tenay was in TNA for a long time. Tony Schiavone made an appearance in like the first pay-per-view, but that was about it. And Bobby Heenan, I don't think he did much in wrestling ever again. Besides, he did commentary for the gimmick Battle Royal WrestleMania 17, which would have been about a year or so. It was after WWE went on business, but it was probably about a year or so after this. And then he got this throat cancer, so then he couldn't talk, so he didn't do anything else.
Yeah, that sucks. Poor Bobby.
Last week we saw the New Year's Evil Lethal Lottery kick off. Tonight we have the continuation, quarterfinals, semifinals, as well as the conclusion. We will have the finals tonight. New World Tag Team Champions by the end of Nitro. That will be by the end of Nitro, but like far.
It's a lot of tag team matches for one show.
Yeah, it sure is.
Sky has a sign that said Sid kicks butt.
Kicks butt.
Sid likes to no show shows he's booked on and make up bullshit, so fuck Sid.
Sid also destroyed his leg that one time doing a flying boot.
I think that was a little bit before this.
Still painful to watch today.
Kevin Nash just made a Tom Zink reference too. Tom Zink died like a month or so ago.
No, seriously, where the hell is Bret? There he is. And Bret Hart has arrived.
Oh my god, I wish you guys see the way Sid just ran out of that room to attack him with his...
He ran out of the back of a truck.
With this terrible neck brace thing on.
He hit him with a piece of metal and threw him into some strategically placed metal things.
I don't know how he's doing all that with that injured neck, though.
The crazy thing about Kevin Nash is that he doesn't look like he's aged at all. Except for having gray hair, but that's about it.
True. It's also convenient how these guys got out here so quick after he got a beat up. And...
Well, it was...
Oh, yeah, there was a commercial break. I forgot this wasn't.
Now they're beating up some paramedics.
They're beating up the guys trying to help poor Bret Hart that just got hurt. They really are not his friend.
You got a limo with a police escort going on. The
Oh,
brand
boy.
new
Look out.
commissioner of WCW, DDP, who at this point was probably about 45, except for he's in a lot better shape.
Yeah, didn't he start wrestling when he was like 35 or something?
Yeah. Well, he's probably not 45 then. I'll look it up.
Definitely love DDP though.
Kurt Hennig just showed up wearing a sleeveless turtleneck.
Looking like a goddamn futuristic prick.
DDP is 62 now, so he would have been 48, if my math is right. Is that right? 18 years ago?
Wait, you said he's how old?
62.
So, minus 18. 44, I think. I don't know, I'm bad with math.
44 sounds right. PG-13.
Look like a couple of jokers coming down here.
Usually when we come out to these towns, we got something to talk about. But seeing we're in this nothing happening town, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Except, wait, Wolfie, check him out. Check this guy. Hey, oh my God, the only thing I got to talk about, hey man, your ears are so big, looks like your mama had an affair with Dumbo, boy.
Got him real good.
That was a hell of a joke. Told this guy his ears were so big that his mom had an affair with Dumbo. Like, what is this? Who are these people?
They were big in Memphis territory in the early mid-90s. They were also the guys who, when Nation of Domination first became a thing, they were the guys who rapped their song.
Oh, I hated that they had that song. Why did you remind me of that?
They didn't use it very long with them singing out though.
DDP coming out in like a silk button-up shirt, sliding into the ring to get destroyed like everybody always does.
A little bit of a botchki right there. Wolfie D actually went on to, when he went to TNA when it started, and he was part of the James Mitchell's like group thing, and he became like a demon character.
They look like they're kind of like trying to be MMA fighters almost with their outfits.
I don't understand why DDP's even out here.
Kurt Hennig told him to come out or something. And that one guy right there totally looks like he's trying to cop off Chuck Liddell.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if Chuck Liddell was a thing yet.
Was he not?
He might have been, because I don't know. Wolfpack music's playing for some reason.
Where's DDP going? Into the crowd?
Yeah, and for some reason Wolfpack music's playing. See, Shivani just said the same thing. But now regular NW music's playing.
I just hate the way Scott Steiner looks right here.
Have you seen how Scott Steiner looks lately?
No.
He's like covered in tattoos.
See, I'm about to look him up.
Well, you know how he had that cross thing on his chest, right?
Yeah.
Well, now he's got like the Michigan State or Michigan University logo, but then he's like got tribal all around it. Kind of like how Bob Holly got that tribal tattoo for no reason. But Scott Steiner's got more. Kevin Nash wearing a real dad-like ball cap. So DDP just beat up PG-13, and now the NWO are going to spray paint him. And Wolfie D still, oh, never mind. He did still have his sunglasses off, but then he took them off when I said that.
The fuck did they come out here for?
They're going to spray paint him.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I forgot that there was their bit.
Quick little elbow dropper. Oh, they're getting that dub.
Looked like it really hurt Kevin Nash to pin him right there.
I think he's faking it.
Obviously,
But like, this was like kind of typical of NWO in this period to not do anything.
yeah.
I wonder if they used real spray paint.
I was thinking that too, because that would probably take a while to get off.
Got Jeff Jarrett and Bret Hart backstage. Jeff Jarrett's got his guitar and a baseball bat, and he's the United States champion. Bret Hart has 2 baseball bats in one hand, and he's the world champion.
Scott Steiner's 55. Thought he was older than that. And I guess he just won the tag team champions.
Yep. I meant Eli Drake.
It's wild. Love Jeff Jarrett's glasses. It's got those like 2000 early dad sunglasses.
Looks like that dude made a sign out of a random box. Do you see the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, that did look goofy. There was one that said, "Hey yo, NWO."
The thing about watching old pay-per-views like this, and I think about this when I watch old movies, when you see the people that are in the crowd or like people that are like in the background movies, they look like you think like, man, these people are really dressed like it's like 1999. But the thing is, they are dressed like it's 1999 because it is. But sometimes I forget that when I watch things. Like Bret Hart never been a really good dresser, to be honest. But they're all wearing really dad jeans and ball caps.
I hate the ball cap look.
He's wearing his Canadian or Calgary Hitman hat, which was a team that he owned back in the day.
He still has both bats in his hand.
Also, you can tell his bats are fake because they look like they're taped. Maybe I'm just wrong.
Who knows? I don't really think they use real bats.
Well, Sammy Callahan used a real bat.
Did he?
You didn't know about that when he fucked up Eddie Edwards' eye?
Nope.
Look that shit up. Bret Hart's cutting a kind of shitty promo on Sid right now.
It's kind of weird.
Recent Hall of Fame inductee Jeff Jarrett. It's kind of crazy how that WCW was still doing decently well selling arenas and shit, but they still went out of business. I think he messed up what he was about to say. Okay, there's that same sign again, but it's backwards. So it's two-sided.
Yeah, it's definitely like a box that somebody broke out and like...
Honestly, whatever they use, though, is a pretty good idea because it folds up like a fan.
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett recently made an appearance here in Cleveland, Ohio. You can go buy that on DVD at AIWrestling.com.
I'm watching this video now.
Yeah, watch what happens because... Yeah, I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but whatever he was trying to do, it went wrong.
That guy looks like a psychopath, though.
He's from, the group... Oh! The group that they're in TNA is called OVE, which is Ohio versus Everything. Him and the Chris brothers are from Dayton. I used to have one of those Kevin Nash dolls that talks.
I think we all did.
Even though it was after WCW went out of business when I got it.
Are they gonna show me this guy's like broken face?
Just look it up. It was really bad.
Because he doesn't seem to care.
No, watch when he does it again, if you want, and watch him right after it happens. You can tell he's he's like, oh shit, but like, you know, he has to be the heel. And it's only for like a split second that you can tell. But yeah, he did a really good job of like going with it. Like for a couple weeks, people were so mad at him. The only reason we're not talking about what's going on in Nitro right now is because they're just talking. And this is another reason WCW went out of business, because fucking NWO taking up a bunch of TV time just talking.
This is like, what, the second time they've came out here and talked?
Well, you had PG-13 come out, DDP for some reason attacking them, and then NWO came out, just pinned them, and then spray painted them. And then right after they came back for commercial, they're talking again. And they all came back out, even though Kevin Nash and Scott Steiner were already out here. I think Scott Steiner looks younger now than he does here. Also, what it looks like he's wearing like 3 shirts. And he's got really small sunglasses for such a big head.
You know, I never really cared about Scott Steiner.
So boo me all you want. I don't give a damn.
Oh, Kevin Nash is wearing a
Listen, you
jersey with his own airbrush on it.
This you ever noticed, boy? Goldberg's no match for the NWO. And that goes for you, sick bitches.
I wish I could find that jersey. I'd wear it for sure.
Tried to be a friend.
Did this just happen recently, too?
It was a couple months, well, maybe a month and a half ago it aired, but it was recorded a little bit before that.
Oh.
All you rednecks, white trash, stand up and bow down to the greatest athletes in the world. Bow down to the NWO. And then you can kiss our ass.
It's a very boring promo right there.
So the limo finally pulled up to the building. So that's what I see. Like, I look at, like, when I watch stuff that from this period, like anything, and I see the cars there, I'm like, why is there so many old cars? But they weren't old then, you know what I mean?
Which is brand new.
David Flair and Crowbar coming out. David Flair is definitely the worst wrestler that is Ric Flair's child. I think he's even worse than the dead one. And I mean, while he's dead. You feel me?
I do. He was not. He looks terrible, too.
Crowbar was a decent wrestler back in when he was in ECW.
I don't know, to me it looks like what's his name just doesn't even care. He's wearing a WCW shirt, jeans.
Lash LaRue is supposed to be like a Mardi Gras guy or something like that.
He just looks weird.
He landed on Booker T, not Stevie Ray, as Mike Tenay just said. Stevie Ray's the one who knocked him down. That's kind of racist of him.
Total botch. I wonder if he still threw that even though the lights went out.
So that's the Lash LaRue's partner. A big black lady.
Still better than David Flair. What the fuck?
I think David Flair might be the worst wrestler I've ever seen.
Yeah, he is literally trash. I don't even know how they let him be on live TV.
Stevie Ray's on commentary.
Hey, you can see that ass though. Part of Midnight's cheeks.
I think you just glossed over the fact that Lash LaRue hit an atomic drop into David Flair, who just bounced and then tagged his partner in.
Yeah, look, I surely did, but I believe it. You see that Sting rip off in the crowd? Oh, fucking whatchamacallit just went above it. David Flair just so creepy. How long was he in here for?
For the match or WCW?
WCW.
No, not that long. It was towards the end.
He just grabbed Lash, or whatever his name is. Just so weird.
I have a feeling Lash was going to move. Oh!
They looked like they kind of actually hit him.
That was like a real kick. Cobra Cage is going to jump over.
Damn, what's his name's getting pretty sexist on this commentary, though.
So WCW steps weren't in two pieces like WWE's.
That's kind of weird. Oh, shit.
Looks like WCW had an obsession with China ripoffs.
Kind of. Hey, fucking Stevie Ray's at the ropes yelling at him to tag in Midnight, and he did. Wow, she just lifted Homeboy and dropped him.
She didn't get him all the way up.
Not at all, but... Damn. She's a better wrestler than Eric fucking Flair.
It's David Flair.
David Flair, my bad. That was bad of me. Fucked up. Damn, Stevie Ray just jaded this bitch.
Disco Inferno and Johnny Stamboli are out here. Johnny Stamboli, I think I saw Tony Mamaluke. But I think his name was something different in WCW.
Booker T's here. Taking his shirt off because he's ready to fight. Turned his back and just got clocked. And he just knocked out that girl too.
Big Vito.
Big Vito? What a
Vito's
name.
the guy. Big Vito's the guy who wore a dress in WWE. Remember that?
Yeah. This fucking one guy has got shiny leather pants on and a goddamn fedora. A fedora.
Well, fedoras weren't. That's not even a fedora.
I don't know what that is, but it's gross.
But fedoras weren't stigmatized like they are today. Johnny Stamboli went on to be like real big in Mexico. His name is Relic.
Oh, okay.
It's killer backwards. So Lex Luger is wearing Sting paint, and I'm pretty sure that was Miss Elizabeth, right?
Yeah, but that was disgusting seeing Lex Luger like that.
We're not watching SmackDown, instead we're watching this 2000 Monday Nitro.
Yeah, I just realized that SmackDown was on because I got a notification from...
About Big Cass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw SmackDown on too. Alright, so now those Italian boys are beating up Lash LaRue.
Disco's just chilling, man. He needs to just swift kick somebody. Do something.
This Tony Mama Luke's wearing some fucking Monarch shit.
Yeah. Them shits were hot. Sorry about that, y'all.
On SmackDown, you got Asuka versus Peyton Royce. I can care less about that, to be honest. I'd rather watch Sting as
Peyton Royce is kind of fine, though. Except for I hate her pants, or her trunks, because it looks like she's wearing a fucking diaper. The hell are you watching this on?
Sling.
Oh, I don't know. They have that.
It's Asuka and Becky Lynch versus Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. But on this very good episode of Nitro, got Sting dressed like, or Lex Luger dressed like Sting. For some reason, he's running the ropes. I don't understand what that had to do with Sting. Sting never did that.
Yeah, also, he might be channeling his inner, like, fucking Ultimate Warrior right there.
He's wearing a wig that's, like, way too short to be Sting hair.
Yeah, and they didn't even care to glue it down.
When he has his paint on, he looks like a black dude with paint on. Like, I didn't know it was him at first. I thought it was a black guy.
It's because it's fucking tan, bro.
Look how fucking thick his neck is.
Dude, I didn't even notice that. Like, what the fuck? His neck is so big.
His neck is thicker than his head.
That is disgusting.
Tank Abbott. I wonder if this is before or after he became 3 Count's biggest fan. I think this is before.
Before what?
He was 3 Count's biggest fan.
Oh.
3 Count was the boy band.
Luther doesn't want none. Just fucking throw a table at him, like, at his fucking feet, though.
He threw a chair at his feet, which he should have just used the chair as a weapon.
Why'd he get back in the ring? Should have ran up the ramp. Tank Abbott kind of reminds me of my art teacher, Mr. Handchuck. Well, ex-art teacher.
He wasn't bald, though, right?
No, but he definitely had, like, a shaved head like that.
Did he?
Yeah, it was like, buzzed.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in fucking
5 ever.
I don't know. I think I had his class freshman year, and that was almost 10 years ago.
Ooh, kicked him in the throat.
I wonder if Jerry Flynn's still alive, because I would love for AIW to bring him in as one of the J-Lit guys. Yeah, he's still alive. I want to see him.
Oh shit, there's a crow. Watch out, y'all. Oh man, Lulu's afraid of Tank Abbott, now he's afraid of crows? How does this guy take a shower?
That was a pretty well-trained crow. I wonder if this is the episode of Nitro where Goldberg punches through the limousine window and cuts his hand for real.
I hope so.
Fuck's this fucking loser?
I have no idea. You remember that match where Buff Bagwell's mom was...
On the forklift?
Yeah, this shit was goofy. Or that time that belt fell out of the crate.
And you talking about when I showed you the Beetlejuice thing?
Yeah.
That would have been after this, too. Because Booker T, his first title win was in Bash at the Beach of this year.
Fucking Booker T, man.
Did you say his name was Bill Bush?
I think so.
I don't know if his name is Bill Bush, but someone's name is Bill Bush.
I don't know, but this guy coming out here is just dumb.
Looks like a goblin.
I think there's been like a total of 3 matches so far, maybe.
And they weren't that long either.
No, they were all relatively short.
Trying to figure out how long we've been watching. We watched it for 44 minutes, and there hasn't been that much wrestling.
Wow.
Messed up camera work right there.
I totally see why WCW failed.
Terry Funk. Bet me.
Why would I do that?
Because I want to win something, dude. That's a big fucking eyebrow.
Yeah, it does. What the fuck is that guy doing?
This guy was like, who the fuck's Terry Funk?
Right.
So Terry Funk's out here wearing a suit jacket and cowboy boots. And a bandana.
Goddamn Terry Funk, though. Dude, these people are so confused.
That's got a cool mustache.
Did you see him sticking his tongue out and rocking his head, though?
I like that.
Why is there an ICP fucking thing,
This is when
picture in
ICP
the
was like
background?
the height of their popularity. I think this is before. Actually, no, it's probably after they came into WCW.
Hated ICP. The only good thing that came from them was that game, Backyard Wrestling. I mean, that didn't come from them, but you know what I mean.
I kind of want to fast forward through this, to be honest.
Why? Because we've seen no matches yet?
Fuck all this Terry Funk bullshit. I mean, I like Terry Funk, but...
So do I, but, like, come on now. Is it Arn Anderson?
Yeah, so Arn Anderson comes out during this Terry Funk shit.
Probably to tell him he's a douchebag and stop talking and get to a match already.
Bret Hart's out here.
Again.
Still not over. Okay, so that whole segment, fast forwarded through it, took about 16 minutes.
What the fuck? What an entrance. If I haven't seen a cooler entrance in my life, I don't know if it's life. Like, just look at that. Fucking Buff Bagwell.
Is this Vampiro?
Goddamn Vampiro.
And now everyone's worried what he's gonna do. And he's off the wall, guys. He's already
Oh, it's Canyon. What was up with that weird intro? Canyon, R.I.P. He pulled one of those old KMS, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's got an entourage of hoes, though.
You know what's ironic about this?
What?
Canyon was gay.
Was he really?
Yeah.
It is ironic.
Buff Bagwell is not that tall, just so you know. I've stood next to him for real, and he's not that tall.
He's
I don't-
buff, though.
Pretty buff. So another thing that I really realized being a full-grown man now, that wrestlers aren't as tall as they make them seem. I'm taller than a lot of them.
Same here.
But I'm normal height. And you're a pretty tall boy.
6'4".
lucky for me, you're a much better wrestler than you are an actor. Because of that, you helped me advance in this tournament last week.
So there's another promo between Chris Champagne Canyon is what they called him, and Buff Bagwell. I just fast forwarded a couple minutes and they're not there anymore, so I don't know what happened. So we got a dog coming out here.
What the fuck?
Something. I don't know what happened with Chris Canyon, but he had a towel on his head. Buff Bagwell's still in the ring. Asia, the China ripoff. We spelled it wrong the second time too.
Yeah, we sure did.
Unless they spelled it wrong.
They might have.
I don't know. It makes more sense for that because they just replaced the I with the Y.
Yeah. Hey, how would you like her to fucking grab you by the dick?
I wouldn't.
Me neither. But like honestly, she'd take it by force. Look at her. Ooh, an elbow drop to the nuts. What the fuck?
For some reason, she wasn't disqualified. There's Hacksaw Jim Duggan getting beat up by franchise Shane. No, I'm gonna rewind because I want to see what happened. It's Perry Saturn.
Soft Bagwell just dogged this girl.
Buff
And now the fucking mascot dog.
Norman Smiley. That's the second low
Right,
blow
I
of
was
this
just
match.
gonna say, this is the second time I've seen him get hit in the nuts. They're gonna hit him with the head of the mascot costume? How fucking hard do you think that hurts? Not at all, right?
Unless it was gimmicked. Bagwell signed up for that blockbuster.
You think this guy's really happy about being fucking dressed up like a mascot for a goddamn high school football team?
Well, I know Norman Smiley did a lot of stuff like that in WCW. So I'm sure he was okay with it. Okay, so Perry Saturn comes out after the match and attacks Bagwell. And it looks like Shane Douglas and Chris Benoit are also here. Oh, it's Dean Malenko, not Chris Benoit.
You're gonna beat up Asia now, what?
Well, they're threatened to. Shane Douglas has a brace on his arm. Perry Saturn wears a sweet
Hey,
hat.
I bet Dean's got a boner right now.
I wouldn't.
Holding on to that fine piece of ass, you feel me?
Yeah, Perry Saturn's dressed really strange.
Yeah, he is.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan coming out the 2x4.
I never really got behind him.
He's way before our time, buddy.
That's true.
He's also got some Monarch songs.
Dad shoes.
The numbers game is catching up to him, though.
Slapped with a goddamn 2x4 that he brought down to slap them with.
It's Conan wearing a shiny jumpsuit. Billy
And a
Kidman.
fisherman cap.
That's
Like
a
the
that's
bucket.
a Kanga, I think it's called. Billy Kidman.
Man, he's young. In this. In this food. Here's more screen time for NWO.
Who are they looking for?
I think David Flair.
Just went into the women's bathroom. So is NWO looking to kill him?
I don't know what is going on.
There's Daphne. Okay, so NWO is coming out again.
This is so dumb.
Oh, the Harris brothers are out. Oh, this is an actual match at least. Well, as much of a match as it could be. They won. What do you expect?
Who would have thought?
Buff Bagwell coming back out. Well, it was a tournament, so that's why. Buff Bagwell.
He's so ugly.
There's David Flair and Crowbar again. There's Vampiro. I don't know what he came in here because we fast forwarded. Oh, he must be Buff Bagwell's new partner. Vampiro is bald AF now.
Where's Eric at? I want to see him not wrestle anymore because he sucks.
Who's Eric?
Damn it, why do I keep calling him Eric?
David. Ooh. Vampiro was really good, but Vampiro,
I didn't like his gimmick.
from what I heard, was kind of full of himself back in the day. You keep saying Eric because that guy was signed?
Probably.
I really liked Vampiro. I mean, I didn't watch Vampiro when I started watching wrestling. He was already, I mean, he was still wrestling, but not anywhere in America. His gimmicks vary of the time.
Reminds me of Gangrel, or whatever his name was.
He was Vampiro. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say it was Vampiro before Gangrel was a thing, but it might have been around the same time because Gangrel was a vampire character before he was Gangrel.
Yeah. I liked him a lot.
Gangrel is going to be in the J-Lip.
Is he?
Should come.
I should. When is it so I can call off this time?
Labor Day weekend.
Can you help me out with that?
May 25th and 26th, I think.
Alright.
Here's Sid. If I hear the NWO music one more time, I swear.
Yeah, honestly, like, I hate the music for NWO now. And I don't like Sid either.
So it's Sid versus Jeff Jarrett.
He's got the finger twirl going, trying to get the crowd behind him.
Alright, so I think it's the finals of that tournament thing they were doing. Crowbar and David Flair versus Kevin Nash and Scott Steiner. Oh, Scott Steiner's on commentary, so I don't know if he's his partner or not.
Dude, fucking David Flair sucks. Do you think he ever practiced before this day?
He doesn't need to practice. He's a Flair. Dummy.
Is that how you feel about Charlotte also?
Yeah, she's great.
Huh?
Charlotte's great.
I do like Charlotte.
Kevin Nash elbowing David Flair in the corner. Poke to the eyes of Crowbar. You know who's a better wrestler than David Flair?
Who?
Your nephew.
Hey, you guys can check that match out pretty soon. With some added sound effects for our liking on the channel. Still pissed that he was really trying to sell free tickets to that show instead of wrestling.
Some knees. This is the fastest I've seen Kevin Nash move in a long time. Arn Anderson's coming out in a referee shirt.
He looks ready to go.
Arn Anderson's now dead. It looks like Crowbar and David Flair are the tag champs.
Some fucking how. Terry Funk's getting choked out by Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner, who's wrestled all night in clothes. They're whooping on. I guess they took out all the security. 2 men took out all the security. What do you expect?
Terry Funk's coming back now.
Those look like real punches.
Yeah, he's probably like, get the fuck away from me. I'm done. I'm old. I can't do this anymore.
Scott Steiner getting that Shinsuke Nakamura low blow.
But Terry Funk is just still fighting. Not anymore. Oh, they hit him with 2 bats.
I don't know if that would hurt any worse. They're taking Terry Funk's clothes off of him.
They're about to rape him. This fucking crowd of like 5,000 is gonna watch a rape.
Taking on Anderson backstage.
I hope he gets hit with both bats again. There it goes.
Powerbomb and Terry Funk. Now they're going to a caddy. Oh, I guess they put Arn Anderson in the trunk, but their shitty camera crew didn't catch it.
Right. It's very suspicious of them.
Terry Funk got some nice meat tits. Kevin Nash is carrying 2 bats and a crowbar in one hand.
Man, he's a force to be reckoned with. Watch out.
You know, if I were Arn Anderson, though, I would be fucking whacking off in that trunk.
Right.
Because nobody would know. And then you'd be like, millions of people watching this show. You'd be whacking off and nobody will know it. That's what I would do.
It'd actually be really cool. He might have did it and just never told anybody.
You know, they could have not put Arn Anderson in that trunk and nobody would have known. Because the camera missed it.
Dude, what are you talking about? Come on, this is wrestling.
Well, that's the end of that episode. I think we chose a good episode to talk shit about because it was really bad.
Dear God, that episode was terrifying.
Alright, well, that'll do it for episode 2 of the Wrestle Charf. I'm Vince Case.
And I'm Steve Stein.
And we'll see you next time for a Backlash.
Peace out, homies.